Good morning, students. Today we will start with real numbers, class 10, chapter 1. So, real numbers, that's our chapter 1 from NCERT. So, starting from the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So, what does this theorem state? That every composite number, it says that every composite number can be expressed as a product of prime numbers and this factorization or the product is unique. This is unique apart from the other in which the prime factors occur. Apart from the order in which the prime factors occur. So let's take a simple example we'll start with. 20 is a composite number. What is a composite number? Any number that has more than two factors is a composite number. So let's take 20. What are the factors of 20? Prime factors of 20. Let's check these out. So prime factors of 20 you can find out using prime factorization. 10 you divide by 2, so it will be 5, then 5 and 1. So prime factors of 20 are 2 into 2 into 5. So these are all the prime factors of 20. So this combination I can also write it in the form of 2 raised power 2 into 5. This combination is unique. You will not find the same combination for any other composite number. Let us take 40. Let us take an example 40. So prime factors of 40 will be, if you try 40 divided by 2, so you will get 20, and then again you divide it by 2, it will be same as the previous one. So you will use 2 again, so 5, 5, 1. So what are the prime factors coming? 2 into 2 into 2 into 5. So I can write it as 2 raised by 3 into 5. So this combination is unique for 40. It's different for 20. Let us consider a very big number. Let us consider a big number. Suppose I take 32760. So 32760 is a number. Let's try the prime factorization of this number. So 32760. As it is an even number, it is divisible by 2. So I use 2. 2 ones are 2. Then carry over goes 12, 6. So 2 threes are 6 again. So 16, 8, 0. Then again it is divisible by 2. So 2 8s are 16. 2 1s are 2. 2 9s are 18. Again 0. So it is again divisible by 2. 2 4s are 8. Then 2 0 I'll put because 1 is smaller than that, so 19. So I'll use 2 9s are 18 and then it's 5. Now it is divisible by 5. So as it is ending with 5. So 5 8s are 5 1s are 5, 45, 9. Now it is divisible by which number? It is divisible by 3 because it's 8 1 9. If you add the digits, 8 plus 1 9, 9 9 18, so that's divisible by 3. So let's do by 3. So 3 2s are 6. 2 goes away 7 and then it is 3. Again it is divisible by 3. So let's write 3. 3 9s are 27. 3 1s are 3. So now it is divisible by 7. 7 13s are 91. So 13 and 1. So the prime factorization of this number is what? It's 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 13. I can also write it as 2 cube into 3 square into 5 into 7 into 13. This is the prime factorization of the number 32,760 and it is unique for this number. Let us move to exercise 1.2 of NCERT and solve the questions. So question number 1. Question number 1 says that express each number as a product of its prime factor. So first part is 140. So let's express this in terms of its prime factors. 140. It is divisible by 2. 2 sevens are 14, 70. Then again we'll use 2. 35. Now it is divisible by 5. 5 sevens are 7, 1. So the prime factors are 2 into 2 into 5 into 7. I can also write it as 2 raised to power 2 into 5 into 7. These are the prime factors of 140. Let's move to the second part. Second part is 156. Let's find the prime factorization of 156. 156, again it's an even number divisible by 2. So 2 sevens are 14, 8. Again it's divisible by 2. 2 threes are 6 and 9. Now it is not divisible by 2. It's divisible by 3, 1, 13 and then 13, 1. So the prime factors of 156 are 2 into 2 into 3 into 13. I can also represent it as 2 raised to power 2 into 3 into 13. Move to the third part. Third part says 3,825. So let's find the prime factorization of this number. 3825. As it is ending with 5, I can start with 5. 5 sevens are 35. 3 goes over here, so 32. So 6 are 30. Then 2, 5. Again it is divisible by 5. 5 ones are 5. 5 fives are 25 and then 5 threes are 15. Now you can see it is divisible by 3. 3 fives are 15, 3 ones are 3. This is again divisible by 3 as 5 plus 1 is 6. Sum of digits is divisible by 3. So 3 ones are 3, 3 sevens are 21. Now 17 is a prime number, so you will get it like this. So 3825 I can represent as 3 into 3 into 5 into 5 into 17. I can also write it as 3 raised to power 2 into 5 raised to power 2 into 17. These are the prime factors of 3825. Now the fourth part says you need to find the prime factors of 5005. 5005. As it suggests, it is divisible by 5. So let's start with 5. So I'll start it with 5. 1001. Now this number is divisible by 7. Let's try with 7. 7 ones are 7. 30. 7 fours are 28. Then 2 goes. 7 threes are. Now this number is divisible by 11. 11 ones are 11. 11 threes are 33. Then 13 as it. Now all this is represented as all product of all the prime numbers 5 into 7 into 11 into 13. So this is a prime factorization of 5005. Now let's move to the fifth part. Fifth part says it is 7429. Now 7429, we check, it is not divisible by 2, not by 4 also, because last two digits are not divisible by 4, then not by 3 also, as sum of the digits is coming as 7 plus 4, 11, 11, 2, 13, 13 plus 9 is 22. So that's also not divisible by 3, not even 5, not 6, as by not by 2 and 3. So let's try with some other odd number, prime number, the bigger ones. Let's try with 17. So if I go with 17, 17 fours are 68. So 74 minus 68, what will you get as? 74 minus 68 is, let's do it over here, 6. That's 6, so it will come as 62. So now I will use 62, so smaller than that is 17, 3s are 51. So 62 minus 51 I will get as 119. So 119 is what? 17. What's our 119? That you need to check. 17 sevens are is 119, so 7. So you got 437. Now let's divide it with by 19. So I'll use 19 twos are 38. So 43 minus 38 is how much? 5. And 57 now you are left with. So 19 threes are 57. Then again 23 is a prime number, so it is done. So now the prime factors of 7429 is 17 into 19 into 23. Hope the first question is clear. Now there is a you all know what is HCF and LCM. Let me introduce you if you don't know what are these terms. HCF is the highest common factor. HCF is the highest common factor of two or more numbers given to you. Let us suppose take two numbers. I have 24 and I have 36. So what are all the factors of 24 and 36? If you check, the factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 also, 12 also, and 24 itself. 12 is also there because 12 twos are, 3 eights are, 4 6 are, and then 24 ones are. All these are the factors. For 36, what are all factors are there? These are the factors for 24. Let us find the factors for 36. For 36, the factors are 1 and 36 is there already. Then 2 words are 2 18s are. Then 3 also, 3 12s are. Then 4 9s are. And then 6 is also there. Yes, because 6 6 are 36. Now, what is the highest common factor? Common factors are so many. If I check the common factors are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and then comes 12. Which is the highest one? 12. Highest one is 12. So, the HCF of 24 and 36 is 12. Now, there are different ways of finding the common factor, highest common factor. One way was that you list all the factors and then find the common factor. Another way is you can use prime factorization. Prime factorization of 24 and prime factorization of 36. Let us find the prime factorization of both of them. So, divisible by 2 is 12. Again, it is divisible by 2, 6 are. Then again 2, 3, 3, 1. For this one, 2, 1, 8, again 2, 9, 3, 3, 3, and 1. Now I have got the factors of prime factors of 24 as 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, or I can say 2 raised power 3 into 3. And here I have got 36 as 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. And then I'll say 2 raised power 2 into 3 raised power 2. Now, how to find the HCF using this? So HCF will be equals to product of the smallest power of each common prime factor in the number. So HCF is a product of the smallest power of each common prime factor in the number. So what is the smallest power? If you check, for 2, the smallest power is 2 raised power 2. For 3, the smallest power is this 3. So what will be your prime HCF? So 2 raised power 2 into 3. So that will be what? 4 into 3, which is 12. So we got the same HCF as you have seen. This was also the 12, and here also you have got 12. Now there is another way of finding. I use separate ways to find the prime factors of 24 separately, 36 separately. I can also find that in a common prime factorization ladder. So how will I do this? Again, both are divisible by 2, 12 and 18. Now again both are divisible by 2, 6, 9. Now they both are divisible by 3. So 2, 3. Now these two numbers, they do not have any common factor except 1. Here I will stop. So in finding HCF, you continue doing till the numbers have common factor. If they do not have any common factor, you have to stop at that time. Now what will be the HCF? You can see 2 into 2 into 3. The answer is again 12. You got the HCF. Now let us come to LCM. What is LCM? LCM is least common multiple. So let's take few example, a very simple example I will consider. Let's take 6 and 8. Start writing the multiples of 6. Multiples of 6 is means 6 tables. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. It will keep on going. Then for 8, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. Here also somewhere I will get 48, 36, 42, 48. So now if you check what are the common multiples. So 24 is the common multiple, 48 is the common multiple. There will be many more, but I'm just writing 24 and 48. These are the common multiples. I am writing only first two common multiples. Which is the least one? 24. The least one is 24. So the LCM comes out to be 24 over here. Now let us find it using the prime factorization technique. So prime factorization of 6 is what? It's 2, 3, 3, 1. For 8 it is what? 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 1. So 6 I can represent as 2 into 3 and 8 I can represent as 2 cube. Now how do I find LCM? So LCM is given by the product of greatest powers. Product of the greatest powers of each prime factor. Now the greatest powers are 2 raised to power 3 and 3. Next we don't have to take common over here, we have to take everything over here. So the LCM will be 2 raised to power 3 into 3, which is 8 into 3, which is our 24, as you saw. Fine. Now let us consider again the common method. I'll take both of them together and find the prime factorization. Here I don't need to take the common factor. I can do, if it is divisible by any one of them also, I will take that thing. So let's take 2. So it is divisible by 2. 2 3s are, 2 4s are. Now you see 4 is divisible by 2, so I can continue with that. 3 I'll copy as it is not divisible, I'll just write it as it is. So then 2. Again I'll use 2, 3, 1. Now only 3 is left, so I can use this. So what will be the LCM if you check? 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. So that's 8 into 3, which is 24. So you can use any of the technique. You can use any of the technique, whichever you feel is easier for you. So now there is one more thing. If you have given two numbers, let us say take these 6 and 8 only, and find the HCF of 6 and 8 also. HCF of 6 and 8. So I use common method. 6, 8. So what is the common factor? 2, 3 and 4. Now I'll stop over here because this 3 is not divisible by 2. Both have different factors. So I'll stop over here. So HCF of 6 and 8 comes out to be only 2. Now I'll just show you something. HCF into LCM is equals to 6 and 8. You will get it. What was the HCF? HCF is 2. LCM was 24. What is 6 into 8? 48. And what is 2 into 24? That's also 48. So you see what relationship I got. HCF, the product of HCF and LCM of any two numbers is equal to the product of the two numbers. Let us use this in a question which is exercise 1.2, question number 2. You need to find the LCM and HCF of the following pair of integers. Verify that LCM and HCF product is equal to the product of the two numbers. Let us take first part. First part says it is 26 and 91. So I'm using the common division method, which I feel is easier. So I can divide them, it's in 13 stable, both of them. 13 2s are, 13 7s are. Now they do not have any common factor 2 and 7. I can stop it over here. So HCF comes out to be only 13. Let's find LCM. Again I am going by 13, so 13 2s are 13 7s are 10 and 2 1. In LCM you can continue until you get 1 in this division part. So LCM comes out to be 13 into 2 into 7, which is 13 into 14. So what is 13 into 14? 12, 1 carry over, 3 plus 4 7, 7 plus 1 8 and 1. It's 182. What we got it as? 182. Now we have to verify. So HCF into LCM should be equals to 26 into 91. So let's try that. HCF is 13 into 182 and this is how much? This is, we need to find out, 26 into 91. So let's do it. 6 ones are 6, 9 6 54, 54 plus 2 56, 6 5 carry over, 9 twos are 18, 18 plus 5 23. So this comes out as 2366. Let us try with 182 and 13. 281. So what you get is 62366. So you see the relationship is satisfied over here. So I hope it's clear to you all, and rest all two parts you can try on your own. Now let's do the question number 3. Question number 3 says that find the LCM and HCF of following integers by applying prime factorization method. So let us take first part again. It's 12, 15 and 21, and you need to find out the HCF and LCM using prime factorization. So either we'll use both the methods. I'll use the common one, 12, 15, 21. So let's find HCF first. When you find HCF, all of these are divisible by 3, you can say 3 4s are, 3 5s are, 3 7s, and then you can stop because they are not divisible by any common factor. So HCF comes out to be 3. Now let's find the LCM. 12, 15, 21. Again 3 I'll use 4, 5, 7. Then I can use 2, 2, 5, 7, 2, 1, 5, 7. Do not use 4 directly because it is you have to do prime factorization. Prime factorization means that you have to use a prime number only. Then 5, 1, 1, 7 and then 7 again, 1, 1, 1. So the LCM comes out to be 3 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 7. Whenever you have 2 and 5, multiply that first because it's easier. Then you will get 10. So 10 into 2, 20. 20 into 21 you have to do. 20 into 21. So that's 420. So LCM comes out to be 420 and HCF is 3. Let's do it using that separate prime factorization way. So let's find for 12. So 12 you are getting as 2 6 2 3 3 1. For 15 you will get it as 3 5 5 1. For 21 you will get it as 3 7. Now let us write them. 12 is equals to 2 raised power 2 into 3. 15 is 3 into 5 and 21 is 3 into 7. So for the HCF, you have to take the lowest product of the lowest power of the common factor. So common comes out only as 3. So HCF is coming as 3 only. LCM is the product of the highest powers of all the prime numbers. So 2 raised power 2 is there, 3 is there, 5 is there, 7 is there. I have to cover up all of them. Fine. So it's the same thing which comes out to be 420. Hope this question is also clear to you all, and you all have to do all the parts. Now let's move to question number 4, in which HCF of two numbers 306 and 657 is given to you as 9, and you have to find LCM of these numbers. So we will use a relationship over here that HCF into LCM is equals to the product of two numbers. So HCF I know I have is 9. So 9 into LCM is 306 into 657. Let's find the LCM by dividing this by 9. This product by 9. So this is 306 is divisible by 9 as the sum of digits is 9. You can check that. 3 plus 6 is 9. Now let's divide 3, 9, 3s are 27 and then remainder 36, 4. So it's divisible by 34, 9 into 34 is that. So let's multiply this and find the LCM. 4 sevens are 28, 2 carry over, 22, 2 carry over, 26, 3 sevens are 21, 2, 17, 1 carry over, 19. So 8, 3, 3, 1, 12, 1, 2. So the answer comes out to be 22,338. Let us check also if it is correct or not. Yeah, that's correct only. Now another question came that you have to check, question number 5th. You have to check whether 6 raised per n can end with the digit 0 for any natural number n. Now let us express 6 as the prime factor. So 6, you know what are the prime factors of 6? 6 can be expressed as this. So I can write 6 raised per n as 2 into 3 raised to the power n. For any number, for any number, for any natural number to end with digit 0 should have prime factors 2 and 5, because you know that as 2 into 5 is 10. So then only you can have 0 in the tens place, ones place. Sorry. So as in the prime factorization of 6 raised per n, there is no 5. There is no 5. So it will not end with digit 0 for any natural number, and for any power of 6 you consider, it will not end with a digit 0 because it does not have a prime factor as 5. It should have both 2 and 5. Now let us take the next question, question number 6. You have to check whether there is a question given 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 is a composite number. Whether it is this a composite number or not. So what is a composite number? A composite number has more than 2 factors. A prime number has only 2 factors. So let us take this 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. From these two terms, I can take 13 common. When I take 13 common, it will be 13, I'll write it properly, 13 into 7 into 11 plus 1. So what will it become? It will become 13 into 77 plus 1, which is equals to 13 into 78. So you can see the factors of this number are coming as 1 is there already, 13 is there, 78 is there, and then 13 into 78 is also there. If 78 is there, it will be 2 also. So you can see that it has, so therefore it is a composite number. Therefore you can say that it is a composite number. Fine. Now let's move to the 7th question. 7th question is saying that there is a circular path around a sports field. Sonia takes 18 minutes to drive one round of the field while Ravi takes 12 minutes for the same. Suppose they both start at the same point and at the same time and go in same directions. After how many minutes will they meet again at the starting point? Now you see Sonia, time taken by Sonia. This is given to you as 18 minutes. And time taken by Ravi is equals to 12 minutes. Now you need to find out the time if they both start together from the same point at the same time. So after how many minutes they will again meet to each other, so they will means reach the starting point. So you can see that you have to find the time will be more than this time. So whenever you have to find something more, it should be a multiple of these. So you need to find over here LCM of 18 and 12. So let us find the LCM of 18 and 12. So both are divisible by 2, so 9 6. 6 is divisible by 2, so I will use it over here again. 9, 3. Now both are divisible by 3. So the LCM comes out to be 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. So that's 4 into 9, which is 36. So now they both will meet at the starting point. They both will meet at the starting point again after 36 minutes. So this is it, children. Exercise 1.2 is over. Hope you like this video and practice questions on your own. Next video we will cover up exercise 1.3. Thank you for watching me.